Ordinarily, you get paid in return for work, but before that happens, income tax get deducted first. In Australia, if you are a resident for tax purposes, deduction will be as in this photo. The remaining balance, your net income, is then deposited into your account. Then you pay for your living expenses, your rent, your food, utilities, and if you are lucky, you put a little away for savings. However, with salary packaging, the process is flipped, which means still get the same salary. However, you pay for selected expenses first before tax is taken out rather than after. This also means you could reduce your taxable income. Sounds interesting? Details up next. Kia ora, kamusta? Welcome to Australia. I'm your host, Binibining Veronica. On my previous video, I talked about the salary of nurses in New Zealand versus Australia, and I briefly mentioned about salary packaging. On this video, we'll talk about salary packaging, but first, some reminders. Not all employers offer salary packaging, in the sense that living expenses are taken out first before it gets taxed. So some private health care employers will say in their advertisement, we offer salary packaging. However, this may only include novated leasing or salary sacrificing for super or discounted products or services. So that means you may actually be missing out on the true essence, at least for what I want from a salary packaging anyway, which is to have selected living expenses taken out first before the tax. And obviously, this is not a financial advice. This video is just for entertainment purposes. But if you are enjoying my videos, then please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you will know when I upload new videos just like this one. Now, let's go to the basics. So, salary packaging usually offered by not-for-profit hospitals and charities, government, and corporate. So, this includes public hospitals and some private hospitals, specifically not-for-profit hospitals. And please know, I cannot stress this enough. There are private hospitals which do not offer salary packaging at all, okay? Salary packaging is an ATO approved employee benefit. So ATO is Australian Taxation Office. So in New Zealand, we have IRD, and Australia, they have ATO. So this is an approved employee benefit. If your employer offers salary packaging, you'll have to complete a form, and this whole process is completed by a third-party company. So, for example, in Queensland, we have RemServ and Smart Salary. Other states may have other companies. I'm just not familiar with them. Depending on your employer, the limit on how much you could salary package could vary. So, for example, I first got a job at Hospital A. This is a private hospital. They have employee benefits, but salary packaging was not included. So I didn't get the salary packaging inclusion at all. So I had access to novated leasing, I had the option to sacrifice my superannuation, and also some access to discounted products and benefits, but not the salary packaging, which means that they'll take out the living expenses first before the tax. So I didn't get that at all with my first job. And then on a different scenario, my husband's first job was at Hospital B. This Hospital B is a not-for-profit hospital, and they offer salary packaging of up to $15,900 per year. Third scenario, we are now both working at Hospital C, which is a public hospital, and they offer salary packaging of up to $9,000 per year. Okay? And then the other thing that you should be aware of, depending on your industry, the expenses which can be included in your salary packaging may vary. So, for example, for healthcare and charities industry, so as for us nurses, these are some of the examples of things that you can salary package. But for me, what I really like is the ability to salary package your childcare or your mortgage. And then the rest, I feel like I'm not really using that anyway. And like I said, there is a limit to how much you can salary package. Okay, so a reminder, again, this is not a financial advice. Please always refer to your contract, your enterprise, your manager, and HR to know more about employee benefits you may be entitled to. So how does it work? So say you got a job with an employer who offers salary packaging, and based on your research and situation, you thought that this was the best option for you. You'll now have to choose a provider and sign up for this. So in Queensland, again, it could be through RemServ or Smart Salary. There may be other companies, but these are what I am most familiar with. So you will have access to the members web page, and in your dashboard, you are given the option what to salary sacrifice and provide evidence for that. We will not cover the actual application process in this video, but for now, let's pretend everything is now set up and you're working in a hospital which offers salary package of up to $9,000 per year, and you chose to salary package that amount for your mortgage. So this means if you are earning, say, random number of $80,000 per year, instead of that amount getting taxed first, your salary package will be taken out first. So in this instance, that would be $80,000 less $9,000. And then the remaining $71,000 per year, that's what will get taxed. So I'll just show you the resident tax rates for 2023 to 2024 just for your reference. It follows like a bracket system here in Australia. And then on another hand, in a different scenario, for example, if your employer offers salary packaging of up to $15,900 per year, if you are earning, say, random number, $80,000 per year, instead of that full amount getting taxed first, your salary package will be taken out first. In this instance, that would be $80,000 less $15,900 equals $64,100 per year, and that's what will get taxed. But again, this is not a financial advice. This is just how I understood the information, process it, and if, I tell it to myself, that's the content that I would tell myself. Okay, and then for your reference, for not-for-profit hospitals, they also offer meal allowances. So for example, when my husband was working at Hospital B, on top of the $15,900 salary packaging per year, he also received $2,650 of pre-tax income to pay for meal and entertainment benefits, and that's per annum. So for that benefit, he opted to get a separate FPOS card. So I think in a fortnight, he gets $100 on that card, which is really funny in a sense that you feel like you get an extra allowance from mom and dad. Every other Friday, he gets like $100 and we can use it whenever we're eating out. So yeah, it's a nice extra bonus. By the way, although there are lots of pros in getting salary packaging, there may also be reasons why it's not suited for you or in your situation. So as always, it's best to research this first before signing up. I will write a link below to the ATO website, and then maybe a link to RemServ as well and Smart Salary, so you can look it up for yourself. But for me personally, pros in my situation would be tax saving and increasing my net income. So that amount is not life-changing at all, but it's good to have. And for the cons, it took some time before my salary package took effect because I had to complete and submit some documents, and the whole process was so confusing for me. Actually, even now, as I was preparing for this video, there's still components of the salary packaging that I do not fully understand. And then just know that you also have to pay for administration fee, which is about $205 per year. It's not too bad, but again, I'm just sharing so you know that there is payment. And overall, there's more to work life than salary. So if you want to listen more of my reflections about working as a nurse in New Zealand versus Australia, then you can watch this video up here next. What are my thoughts? Well, as a nurse working in New Zealand, we didn't really have salary packaging at all. So it's basically you work your shifts, you get paid for that amount. If you're working afternoon, night, or weekend, then you get the penal rate. And then whatever that amount is that you worked for that 2 weeks, it gets taxed. And then that's pretty much it. However, in Australia, especially in Queensland Health, in the public sector, we have option for salary packaging. So before my fortnight salary gets taxed, a portion of it is saved first to pay for part of our mortgage, and then whatever is left, that's what gets taxed. And then because it's slightly lower than the initial gross amount, then the tax bracket decreases a little bit. Again, it's not life-changing at all, but it's just one of those things which are good to have. Otherwise, let me know if you want me to discuss other topic of interest to you and that could potentially help your move to Australia. As always, I wish you all the best with your journey and I hope you will be blessed. I'll see you soon. Bye!